So today I thought we'd go ahead and take a look at and test these cordless cutoff tools. Dewalt definitely did their homework on this.
Wow.
Dewalt just coming out here this month. And the price for tool only ranges from $100 all the way up near $200. All three here are made in China, with the Dewalt actually made in Mexico. They also do come with 3 discs, multi-purpose, drywall, plastic for metal, and of course the tile disc. Now the Milwaukee and the Dewalt will come with a dust catcher here. So it just slides over the cover there and locks in. It's real simple. And to unlock, you're going to push the tab, roll it on out. Not a big deal. Now to me, you're going to want to probably be using this in a drywall application. The Milwaukee has a flexible connector for your hose, whereas the Dewalt here is fixed. Now they all run about 20,000 RPM, and we will test that here in a few minutes. But the biggest thing, of course, they are brushless. So most manufacturers claim a performance boost with higher performance batteries. So it's going to be interesting to really see if there's a performance upgrade with using these higher performance, higher cost batteries. I'm going to keep things consistent here. So I do have all brand new Ridgid cutting wheels for each one and multi-purpose wheels so we can cut PVC. I'm going to go ahead and get the charging times of each of these batteries with the standard chargers. All the batteries have been drained all the way down. So when you look at the charge times here, I mean, nothing real out of the ordinary, just in case you guys are wondering what it looks like with the basic chargers. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the weight here real quick. We'll start with the Dewalt. You're looking at tool only 2 pounds 1 ounce, Ridgid 1 pound 10 ounces, Ryobi 1 pound 15 ounces, and then the Milwaukee here 1 pound 9 ounces. So max RPM here. So of course you can see the RPM versus what they claim, and then also with the premium battery, really not much difference between the standard battery and the premium battery, but you know, we'll see what happens when we go to cut rebar. That's when we're really going to know where the power is. So I'm going to go ahead and make a few passes here through this conduit. Now this is not going to be for performance, but what I'm looking at here is the depth. So how deep can we go here, you know, before we bottom out? If we take a look at this conduit here, you can see the Ryobi and the Ridgid are quite close. Now that represents right there, I mean, the guards are pretty much the same. Now there is a big difference though in motor size, you can see here. But as we move on, the Milwaukee did much better there, and you can see the Dewalt did the best. Now I did go ahead and put a new disc on each one, and then I measured it with a caliper here. Of course, the highest point to the top of the disc. Here's those numbers. And again, you can see in this scenario, the Dewalt wins.
Wow.
Now you've seen the performance there, cutting that 1/2-inch rebar. Not so much of a gain running the standard batteries versus the max power, high performance, or even the power stack. Yes, the power stack was able to chop off 1 second, but when it cuts the rebar in 5 seconds, I don't know. From my test, you can see the Dewalt is about 4 times faster than the Milwaukee. And I pushed on the Dewalt. You push on these other 3, cutting 1/2-inch rebar, stall right out, as you can see in the video there. I know most of you are running M12, and I will give them credit. I believe this was the first one on the market. I really think they need to take another look at this. Give us the M18 version. I think part of the problem, of course, it is 12 volt. Yeah, I'm going to have to say, going to give the Milwaukee last. Third place, going to go with the Ryobi. Now, this is pretty close between the Ryobi and the Ridgid. Yes, the Ryobi is cheaper, but it didn't perform as well. Now, I will give them credit here on the holder here for the Allen wrench. I think this is a little better design than on the Ridgid. I just think over time, there's nothing really to keep that locked in real sturdy. I think over time, you're gonna lose that off of there. I just do. Don't really care for either one, but at least they have it, whereas the Milwaukee does not. You're gonna have to carry this wrench with you. That's just another, again, disadvantage for the Milwaukee. But if you're running Ryobi, I mean, you really can't beat this for the price. Again, if you're running Ridgid, yeah, one or the other here, not bad. But if you want the true performer, you're going to have to go with the Dewalt. You know, this is the last one to the market, and at least they spent the time in research, and I think they came out here with the leader. I definitely prefer this holder up here. You got a metal holder to keep that Allen wrench in. Of course, this one has the highest depth between all 3 here, so when you're running a cutoff wheel, you're going to be able to get the most life out of this cutoff wheel as possible. Collector here, like the Milwaukee, so that's definitely a good advantage if you're using this for drywall. Now, the LED is down below. To me, again, I'm not too worried about that. Maybe some of you guys are, but that's where it's at. Yes, it is the most expensive at $180, and when you compare it to the rest, Milwaukee at $140, that is something to consider. But if you're running the Dewalt line, this is it. So at the end of the day, John's pick is going to be the Dewalt here. This is the one I'm going to be keeping out of the bunch. Hopefully you guys found this video useful. Let me know in the comments below if you're currently running the M12 and also which one you're going to look at picking up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Catch you on another one.